All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Ascent to Ascend Dungeons and Dragons. I will turn it over now to the DM, Moriarty, for the recap.
Hello, everybody. So, where we left off, the party was coming from town. They had just recently sent off their friend Moriarty on a boat to start charting the Isles, and they themselves were trying to assist some dwarves they knew to try and find a dwarven hold. On the way there, they encountered some Kenku thieves, of which that had stolen some Imperial ballers from some of the Wolven Imperials that had been scouting out this way, who appeared to be dead inside the front doors of what seemed like a dwarven hold. Though upon further inspections, it turned out to be peak science, where they heard glyphid recordings from a mysterious dwarf named Tunnel Johnson.
I thought it was Tunnel Jackson.
Yeah, Tunnel Jackson. My brain is fried, sorry.
It's okay. My brain is fortified.
It's very dense, yes. Anyways. Going through the Dwarven hold created by Tunnel Jackson, they had found...
Yeah, you said Jackson.
What?
You just said Jackson instead of Johnson?
It is
Fuck,
Jackson.
which one is
It
it?
is Jackson.
It is, okay.
It is Jackson? Okay.
You're making me confused!
It's okay,
make me-
Moriarty. I
don't
have
need you...
plenty of experience of being confused, thus
I
am
know
not
you do.
confused.
Anyways, going through the hold of Tunnel Jackson revealed various, air quotations, adventures and science experiments that had been going on. The party found a room that had some sort of polymorphing gel of some sort that would turn them into different creatures that would help them to solve a puzzle of pushing pressure plates. There was another room. I believe after that was the body swap room, in which everyone would body swap, but every other time that they body swapped, the door would close. So it would open once they had first body swapped, and then they had to sort themselves around enough until they were all in the correct bodies to leave, or they could have left if they wanted to keep the bodies that they were in. But there's no telling what would have happened with that. So eventually, the party decided everyone in their own bodies works best.
Yeah, I don't think I would have been able to handle being a Marten.
I can't be out of uniform.
After that, the party, I believe, then found the base of the next tower. But before deciding to ascend the tower, they wanted to keep going to find the end of this sort of dwarven hole type thing that was a science center. As they proceeded, they found a room with a button that made Timber very scared. Everyone else was very calm about it, but Timber was scared of the button and kept
I will
pushing.
find you and strangle you. I was not scared, I was concerned.
Finally, the party came across a room with a staff that seemed to be similar to a staff of Dimension Door, but not quite the same. And unfortunately, the testing chamber that would have been beyond that was caved in. So that is where they had to stop before heading back to the tower. And I believe that they have... The tower door is unlocked. And if they haven't already entered the tower, I believe they were about to do so.
Yep.
I think we left off. Temple said, "I am the infantry. Follow me," and then we all walked in.
So, as we proceed, I'll go ahead and give the map. The map won't be terribly important, but I will give it again. Just pull it up.
What was the yeah, what exactly happened with the button? It was near
We
the end
just
of the
held
session.
on to it, and then everything turned red and shook and almost fell
Right.
apart.
We
Yeah,
went
it was,
counted down to 0, and then the doors opened.
It was an intimidation tactic.
Right.
I don't know if this is masked.
It's just I'm completely
is
out of
messed,
spell
okay.
slots, and I'm trying to remember what I spent them all on.
Lasers and healing.
Right. Oh, that's why. I was worried for a second there because my client locked up. Just loading the map.
Let me just double check. Token should be unlocked.
Yep.
And is there anyone who's here that's not on the map right now? Nope, everyone's here.
So, where to?
Right,
Yes,
so
it's spiral
as
staircase.
as you walk in, there is sort of like a double helix staircase going up. It just seems to ascend and ascend, and as far as you can tell, it goes to the top, but you can't even see the top.
All right, guys. Are you ready to continue?
Can we like stop to catch our breath? I'm completely exhausted.
It's a solid move.
A chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
So, we should clearly destroy the weak link and reconnect it without it.
Yep, that's why we need to get rid of Stu.
Stu isn't the weakest link.
Who's Stu?
If you
Oh,
wish to operate under those terms, remember that there is a two-edged sword and can cut both ways.
wait, hold on a second. What's going on with the names here?
You didn't notice that?
I did not notice that. Why are the names very different?
What do you mean? It's always been rabbit stew.
I'm really confused. What are you going on about there, Moriarty?
Their names are always like a vowel off.
It's okay, rabbit. You know, the voices in my head are very confused all the time. But I'm woven. I always
Like if
put
it
pack
was-
before self. If my pack wishes to rest, we can.
Like if it would normally be something like rabbit and ribbit or stew and stow.
I'll have you know that I'm exhausted because I was casting all the spells that were helping us through those chambers.
I'm exhausted because I've been carrying you all.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've been carrying literally,
literally.
and I'm. Well, speaking of carrying, what if, as I'm pretty sure it's gonna take quite a while for me to climb all these stairs, why don't you just take a nap in my rock?
I guess I could do that.
Or we can just wait here and then go.
I guess we can go ahead and wait here. We have been going for a while, so, you know, it's probably about time for sleep. At least for you all.
The party wants to settle down for a rest. There does not seem to be anything currently stopping them from doing so.
Well, we aren't technically in a secure location right now.
You are or are not?
Are.
Arr!
And it looks like both me and Timber have a little bit of cuts.
Actually, yeah, let me open up the combat tracker, see where we're at. Oh yeah. Timber, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're bleeding a lot. You might want to tend to that before we move on.
Timber looks down at himself. And then, he checks himself and he's all like, I'm expendable. This is nothing.
Okay, yep, we're taking a break.
I didn't hear for a moment because Mommy was loud. So
You're just saying that because the battle barge is being depressed again.
The what?
The battle barge is being depressed again.
The battle bard.
Yes, Timber is the battle barge.
Oh, barge. I heard bard. Like, music.
No, not battle bard.
El Kabong.
That's Moriarty, and he's gone.
He's not a battle bard. He's a normal bard.
Yeah, that's a battle
Also,
bard.
did you say El Kabong?
Yeah.
What's
El
El
Kabong, the
Kabong?
battle. Hanna-Barbera? Old cartoons.
Ah, I haven't seen it.
You
Sorry,
get
was-
the feeling that Timber is willing to march until death.
Joke.
Are we doing a long rest or a short rest?
Long rest so
Long
you
rest.
can actually recover your spell slots.
Yeah.
I mean, I can recover a spell slot.
Magnanimous
Short rest, but,
dispensation.
yeah.
So, if
Jaffa
this
Rorschach tipped
tower,
$100.
if this tower is anything like the last one, we're gonna need
Jaffa!
Oh no, what was today's thing?
Jeffy.
I like to keep it a surprise.
Jaffer,
Oh,
thank
hold
you
on.
so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. Moriarty, the donation goal has been completed.
Ah, excellent. Y'all are gonna love it, I'm sure.
Is it the Empress?
No.
Then I do not love it.
Wow, okay.
I might tolerate it.
Did encourage me to be quite naughty.
Oh no.
Indeed.
Alrighty. Well, let's start. Barricade the door. Guess we can set up camp down in here. Timber takes a knee and starts undoing his ruck and pulls out the exquisite stanky king-sized single woven bedwall.
Right, so we're barricading the door?
Temple always wants to fortify everything.
This is fair.
Are you comfortable with this?
Yeah, begrudgingly. You see, it's a philosophy in rabbit architecture to always have 2 entrances into any location, so you've always got an evacuation route.
Oh, Osilia, I have a ball. I can escape anything. Also, I have rabbit and stew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rose, we do have 2 exits. There's 2 sets of stairs that go up.
Wait, we have rabbit stew?
We have rabbit and stew.
Oh.
I don't know whoever named you, but that's kind of confusing, you know. Like, oh, hey, rabbit stew. No, it's just
Wait, rabbit stew?
not actually, rabbit stew.
And once again, every time that I think about your name, I just get a headache.
Yeah. Well, that's because you had too much to think.
Yeah, I have a problem with that.
Luckily for me, I don't need to think. I have orders.
Duke.
Who's taking first watch?
I guess I can. I'm captain.
Oh no, we can take the entire watch.
Yeah, yes, you can. But nonetheless, it's good to have fresh eyes rotate out.
Well, yeah, we got 2 pairs of them, you know?
That's more eyes than I got. I think.
I don't really have any good arguments against this.
You never have any good arguments against me because my arguments are always based and gray-pilled. It's pretty easy when you have the imperial truth.
It's
Now-
amazing that the phrase "gray pill" became a thing and has persisted.
Alright, well, I guess I can... Temple will dig out a can of Imperial grade dog chow and start munching down.
Rose did not bring rations, so she'd be going without.
Didn't you bring like coconuts?
The coconuts are back on the ship.
Well, tell you what, Rose.
I expected us to be making camp outside, in which case I could just graze. I'm fine with that, and if I'm being perfectly honest, I've gotten kind of tired of my food constantly vanishing from my backpack, so I figured I
You
would
had-
just source it locally.
Hold on a second. You're saying food is disappearing from your backpack?
Routinely, yes.
Interesting.
Here. I have 2 rations. I can give you one of mine.
All right, that works.
Hey, Garm.
Yeah?
What is your ration?
I think that's a
Uh,
basic ration.
Dried fruit, hardtack, and nuts.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, 'cause I just realized
sometimes they
ours
consist
a
of like,
hyena, so
sometimes rations consist of jerky and dried meat and other stuff.
yeah, if it was a jerky ration, then Rose wouldn't be able to eat it.
Like jerky, sausage, this, that, the other thing. They usually have bread because, bread.
So yeah, hardtack is fine.
You just see Temple like opening up this weird can. It's just filled with slop.
And yet, it seems to be the most delicious thing he has ever had.
Yes, of course.
Did you know that hardtack is just flour and water?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, but you didn't know that.
Actually, I've done historical stuff about the Civil War, so I know all about rations like that.
Sure you did. Yeah.
Now I just need to figure out how to edit
my
it on
God.
my character sheet. There we go.
So,
So
I
have
just imagine Temple's rations were just like giant cans of just sloppy dog chow.
it's literally just a coffee can of dog food.
Sometimes
Sloppy
it's
chow.
crunchy, sometimes it's crunchy, sometimes it's sloppy. You never know till you open it up. It's a surprise.
That's why he enjoys it so much. That's his daily piñata.
Wolven don't have much to enjoy in the Imperium, so it's the little things that count. Even if these little things come in big cans.
You make me sad.
Why would you be sad? I deserve this.
That's what makes me sad. So, anyways,
Just
But-
eating.
bedding down for rest, and Rose is the stairwell. There's an underneath to it, right?
There is a beneath of it, technically speaking, yes.
Okay, so then that's where she's getting her rest at. Just tucked
You
away
know-
into a corner.
You notice that the other side of these stairs are also steps.
Oh, lovely. This could only end well.
What
And
about you, Rabbit and Stu? Do you have
Um,
sufficient rations to make it through the night?
Oh yeah, we got plenty.
Rose is expending
Good.
one of her spell slots as soon as it becomes available for alarm, which would be after a duration of it that counts as a short rest, I guess, because I have the arcane thing. Rather than alarming the entire perimeter, she's just alarming her immediate vicinity, and it's against
Interesting.
anyone.
Okay. I don't see this being abused in any way, shape, or form by anyone in this party at all. Sips tea.
All right, Rabbit and Stu, since you don't
and I'll
really
bed
need to
down right
sleep,
here.
it's kind of weird, but I'll be over there if anything not us comes here and appears hostile. Wake me up so I can blast it. And Timble will go over here and just slump against the wall, cradling his ball, and tries to take a nap.
All right, so as soon as Rosalia falls asleep, Rabbit's gonna go wander over this way. And
All right, that was
Stu's,
what was that? 60 seconds? Was that even a minute? Did we?
like I said, as soon as she falls asleep. And they're telepathic. They'll know when she's actually asleep.
That's why
know.
that's what I was casting alarm for. Short rest doesn't require sleep, so
I
as
thought
soon
we
as
were
enough
taking a
time has
long
passed,
rest.
Yeah, we are taking a long rest.
as soon as enough time has passed that it would count as a short rest, which would give me the level 1 spell slot back. That's when I'm casting Alarm. So she wouldn't go to sleep until after she's able to secure Alarm.
I'm not gonna say I
Gotcha.
it's his decision. But
Because, for what I think should be obvious reasons, she's becoming steadily more paranoid.
Hold on a second.
Alright.
What are we holding on for?
Well, because I was curious, because technically speaking, a short rest is not the same thing as a long rest. I just wanted to make sure that that was, like, applicable.
If it's not
technically-
applicable, then I'd be taking a short rest instead of a long rest, and just consider that 1 spell slot I got back to be consumed, and then I don't have any spell slots.
Okay.
Technically, we can do a short rest followed by a long rest. I don't believe
Yeah, no,
there's
you can-
anything. Yeah.
You
It would
can
just-
definitely do that.
It just
I was
means
just- if
that
this
we
is-
are spending 9 hours of downtime right now.
Yes, absolutely it would. I'm just making sure you guys are aware of that. And also making sure that that's also a thing that you are actively aware of for the future, where if you take an 8-hour-long rest and you want to do some short rest activity for some reason. Them cards, though.
Moriarty, yeah. That was coming through. You should check your audio setup.
I know what the cards are.
But do you believe in the heart of them?
They believe in the Emperors.
Believe in Wendy.
I just imagine like Tim was like kind of like leaning against the wall, snuggling the ball all kind of adorably with a big old snot bubble, snoring like a howitzer.
It's the absolutely animated one. Anyways, so you take a short rest first. And then Marten comes over and triggers your alarm. Your alarm has gone off like the moment you sit down to try to like actually sleep.
The moment it goes up, I am up, awake, and I have Shocking Grasp at the ready against whatever it was that set off the alarm.
Right? Do you immediately trigger Striking Grasp without noting who or what it is, or do you just are you aiming it?
Joke.
Shocking Grasp is melee, so basically it would just be flail
It's
and whatever.
touch.
Whatever I happen to hit.
Okay, so roll an attack then.
Oh, wrong button.
What could you say?
I would be at disadvantage at the very least if it's just flailing about.
There's the combat tracker. Is it Rabbit or Stew that's up there?
That is,
Rabbit.
yeah.
And so you're saying you'd be at disadvantage, so I cast it with advantage?
No, you would be at
No,
disadvantage.
you would be at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Let's just say, so it's like going
And
to
that's at
confuse
the
there for a
very
second.
least because you are, like, you specify you are flailing about.
Oh, double 14.
You
You
rolled it
specified
against
that you're
Stu.
flailing.
Well, you missed
Does it-
Stu because Stu is over on Timber right now, climbing
Oh,
over him.
alright. Well, then it was 20 against Rabbit.
Does that break Rabbit's AC? I don't believe so.
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay.
Was the attack at disadvantage, or is that standard?
Standard since you hit.
Yep.
What are you doing? You already rolled
Wait.
your attack.
Yeah.
What am I...
Damage now.
Oh, there it is. I
Yes.
grabbed the wrong thing. I'm stupid.
All right. Rosalia flaps her arms, like immediately sitting up from being asleep. basically prone and blind, more or less, and gets a little bap on Rabbit's, probably like, the chest or shoulder, and shoop, lightning. That wasn't a very good lightning sound, but I'm gonna go with it. Shoop. That's lightning now. That's the sound for lightning.
That works.
And Timble's still sleeping.
Thank you, Toshime, but I like mine better.
So, did Rosalia succeed or fail the saving throw?
All right, that is a failed save on whatever action that you are taking.
Rabbit responds with his own lightning.
What the hell are you doing? Sleep. I'm
I should
trying to
have-
sleep over here.
And we're patrolling. What are you doing?
Patrolling on my face?
I am not on your face. I am here next to you.
I am tucked away in a tiny little alcove. There's no reason for you to be right on top of me.
I'm not on top of you.
Metaphor.
You had to move to come and hit me.
I was
Look at this.
swinging within my immediate
The space
vicinity.
where you were was at least 5 feet away from where I am.
Well, 5 feet is too close.
Rabbit will back up another foot. There, 6 feet.
6 feet is better.
Crazy rabbit.
No, you're crazy, rabbit.
With this commotion, I'm gonna take my backpack, lay it underneath me, and try to go back to sleep.
Meanwhile, Stu is still climbing over timber, getting various height higher up spots to watch from before moving to a different spot.
And he's just though passed out even though there's a loud sound. He's out of it. I just imagine like those little gifs of that little fennec fox just zipping around, that lady weeding.
Basically.
So Rose is going to crawl back under the staircase again, make a little barricade with their backpack and robe.
All right. You do so.
I will say something, but look really nice.
And I think that's about it. Rabbit is casually walking around, surveying the area, and Stu is climbing over timber to get higher up views.
I feel like the phone booth doesn't want
There
to-
any additional player-based actions that take place? Like Rosalia, I assume you don't reset the
Alarm.
yeah.
Now, the one extra spell slot that I had, that was from the short rest before the long rest, which means
Okay.
that on a technical basis, I won't have the spell slot available again until after the long rest is over.
All
So
right.
you didn't have the spell slot for shocking grasp.
Shocking Grasp is a cantrip.
Ah,
I should have
Okay.
responded with disintegrate.
Yeah, Chill
Please
Touch
no.
and Shocking Grasp are my ranged and melee cantrips, which I have as backups for when I run out of spell slots. And flavor-wise, Chill Touch and Mage Hand share the same hand. It's just whether it's, corporeal or like withered into a skeletal thing. That's just flavor-wise. Mechanically, they are two separate spells.
Gotcha. All right. Are there, just once again, final call? Any actions that the players want to take?
Nope.
All right. Then, about midway through, as this is going on, the two Martens would see a little light up from the center of the shaft. This is probably about a few hours into the sleep, not quite towards the end. And there seems to be this little blue metallic orb that's floating down. That seems to have one sort of little... It's almost like an eye, but it's made of glass. And it, lights up. Just kind of slowly floats down. Put a little, like a little token for it.
You said the thing's illuminated?
Lightly, yes.
Oh, Rose is staying down behind cover, just in case.
Oh, there we go. In hindsight, I should have had a token set up for this thing beforehand.
You know, it's just draw on the map too.
Fair enough. Here, in the effort of wanting to save time. Excuse me? Can I have you? Can you Hello? All right. Here, I have a backup plan. Our stand-in shall be this guy. Because they are the best species in D&D. And so this little ball thing kind of just descends, floats down. Has a sort of single little glowing eye thing. It's not really an eye, though, because it's more just like a little circle. And it's projecting a little light, but it's very dim light. Like, it's only as bright as it is because there really isn't much lighting in this tower. It just floats there for a minute. And
Rose
first,
is just eyeing it suspiciously.
oh, do you wake up?
Oh, yeah, I thought this was happening after the long
No,
rest.
this is about
No.
halfway.
Halfway in.
Ah, okay then. No, there's no reason that she would have woken up from this if it's not making any noise.
The
So-
thing floats a little closer to Rabbit.
Rabbit had approached, but now he's backing up. As it comes closer. But both of them are watching warily.
Shifts over to Gar.
And I'm still asleep.
Rabbit is almost immediately in between.
It looks at Rabbit, and you sort of see this like little cone beam of like a single sheet of light start to scan over him.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
All right. It succeeds.
Then the acid blast goes right past it.
You leave the bedroom and you go to the living room, and I'm just there.
It doesn't. It doesn't seem to even register that you attacked it, as its scan kind of like goes down over your feet, and then it just goes doop, and that just starts moving. Now it's going to look at Stu. It starts to do the same thing.
Now it needs to make 2 dexterity saving throws.
All right.
Crossfire.
All right. It fails both.
Oh no.
This is one thing they both have, so I just use the same, the one character sheet for both, but...
Gotcha.
Now this is what you call peak science.
They're shooting acid at it!
And it just almost immediately blows up and disintegrates.
That definitely made a noise.
It did make a noise. You can
You
roll
are
perception
also-
to see if it woke you up.
You were also on the other side of the room.
The stone room that was dead silent before.
You may roll perception to see if you A, notice it, and B, want to be awoken by it.
All right. Does the fact that she's asleep negate the advantage she normally gets on hearing?
No.
That was the wrong thing.
That was the wrong thing.
I'm being stupid. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Oh,
You may make full autonomous decision over what your character hears and if it wakes them up or not.
well, upon hearing an odd noise, she's immediately flipping around from where she was tucked away under there and peeking out to see what the noise was about.
You see a couple of Martens walking around.
And yeah, both of those were type acid, so they're just the gouts of acid all over the room now, right?
Not
Yep.
really. I mean, it's just a cantrip
Like a
type
squat gun.
thing.
What
Basically
are
like
you?
the sound of a squat gun.
What are you two doing?
Given that it was acid, it was rather strange that the thing exploded.
But you also said it disintegrated.
Yep.
So, no evidence it was there.
There's basically no sign that it was there at all, but there definitely was a bit of a little pop of explosion.
What she doesn't know
Almost like a
is
firecracker
also
going.
secretly a cat was
We are doing our job and patrolling and making sure that everything is safe.
Huh.
It's actually a tragedy.
Dungeon Master?
The person died.
Yes.
I know this happened right next to Temple, but I think he's used to sleeping while getting shelled.
It is up to you if you want to roll perception or not. I will allow I will allow. What's the word?
You will allow
I'll say
anyone to
simple.
roll?
No, I allow
I'll
the
say-
optional failing, basically. If you want to opt
Oh.
into failing, I allow that.
Yeah, I'll opt in to fail for now. Because as an infantryman, he likes his sleep. It's one of the few things he gets.
Oh my god.
Is it just
Are
me,
you having
or is your
fun?
voice sounding weird right now?
He's playing Tetris, Martin.
Bum
Do,
ba da
do,
dum
do,
ba
do,
da dum
do,
ba
do,
da
do,
dum
do,
ba da
do, do,
dum
do,
ba
do, do.
dum bum 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 bum.
No, it's okay, it's okay. I'll just hit him with Shocking Grasp again.
Do you? No, the shocking grasp killed him.
No, I don't. I don't.
Are any other actions taken?
Nope.
All right. Tanya, do you go back to sleep or?
If it's required for the long rest, yeah. If she's not hasn't actually had enough sleep yet.
Is sleeping required for a long rest? I don't know actually.
For all races, except for a very small selection, like elves only need to sleep for half the time. The rest of the time they are able to just meditate and such. But for the rest, it's complicated. I believe the general consensus is at least 6 hours of sleep.
Meanwhile, in real life, I go for like 2 or 3 weeks, getting 4 hours at a time.
Let's go. Let's get those points of exhaustion. You can't tell me you don't operate with points of exhaustion. I know you do.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, but see, I compensate with.
I compensate it with pre-workout.
No. See, I compensate for it with stamina potions. They're sold by Folgers.
Ah.
Speaking of which,
You
All
probably
right.
hear Timbo mumbling in his sleep. Shit,
So-
again.
A few minutes pass. And then, once again, you notice from above, though this time, there's two.
Each one needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Both fail.
2 acid blasts, one from each of the Martens is going to each of those.
All right. They both do the same thing. Where there is a little explosion and they disintegrate.
okay, I know I heard something that time. What are you two doing out there?
We are keeping everybody safe.
From what?
Orbs.
There are no orbs.
Not anymore because we kept you safe from it.
Okay, everybody mark
too
down
tired for
orbs
this.
into your book and let's get in the van.
But we still need our other piece of evidence. At least one.
No ghost orbs.
Yeah, or just go. Because
Jeff
the
are sticking
focus
his
is
face
their
up to the
personality.
people like no ghost
They didn't
orbs.
know her know that they went for her. I'm sure she didn't know him just because of how he is.
Plus, with it being ghost orbs, it could be a mimic. So we got to check for possibly 2 pieces of evidence instead of just one more.
Would now be a bad time to point out that the front door is currently locked. You know what that means?
It is hunting.
Yes. No, Yeah,
Now,
would you
what's the name of
kindly be
it?
quiet so that way the ghost doesn't get us?
We're down
yeah.
on the first floor.
Alright. Do things continue as normal, or does Tanya press any further?
Rose is getting very impatient, but she's not going to do anything about it. Just sit there and grumble.
Marten face pokes up over the backpack she barricaded herself behind. Don't worry, we took care of it.
I'm sure you did.
Is there a weird line here? I just noticed that. There's like a weird line in the middle of the grid. I don't know why.
She can still
What line?
2 spaces to the left of Rosalia, there's just a line that like divides one of the texts for some
Yeah, it's
reason.
like it's part of the textual.
Yeah, I see
Which is
that
weird
now.
because, yeah,
It's like the
very
textures weren't
distracting.
quite lined up. It wasn't
Well, we are
distracting
still in the
until
black-
you were an asshole and pointed it out to the rest of us.
We are still in a
Okay.
black void with 2 stairwells at my end.
Yep. If you zoom out far enough, you don't see it.
That was funny.
So anyways, yeah.
But then you see the Empress.
Meanwhile, in real life, I'm currently enjoying a coffee from a ZGF branded Shadow Rue. What's the Shadow character called?
Shadow Sable Root.
Sable Rue, whatever. The black one with the creepy look. By the way, it's currently available on the merch store.
Hey, look, there's a couple
It's
more
not
of those
coffee
orb
without
things.
They all descend, I should say, in unison. Yep.
Oh, they all ascend. Freudian slip.
Zoom. I've come
They
to
all
ascend.
ascend to descend.
Ha!
You said
Ascend
the
to descend.
name.
Actually, it's ascend. It's ascent to ascend. There's no descending.
And so these things are very much noticeable as being here now.
If you're awake.
If you're awake and also have a view of the
That
area,
one was really weird.
Fair enough.
What's that?
Oh no.
Rabbit is
All these
prepared.
full moves doing nothing.
Gar is going to be fried.
No, this is just Wave of Force. Wave of Force. As an action, you unleash a wave of pure energy. Each creature within 15 feet of you must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 1d6 force damage per side point spent, and is pushed 15 feet away from you in a straight line. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage.
Alright, what's the save?
DC 16.
Alright, let's see how many of these survive. They keep almost succeeding, and then the dice decides to roll off of a higher number onto like a 2. Alright, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need 3 more. 6, 7.
Did any of them make their save?
No. So they all just explode. Though, since
Tanya
they all
Sapien is
explode at
laughing.
once, it's a more boom sound. Like they're like it echoes, and it maybe gives it definitely wakes Garm up at the very least. Like no roll needed.
Well,
Okay,
I
what the
don't
hell?
think
What
Gar
the,
can.
what the hell is going on out here?
Just keeping everybody safe.
From
Looks like I'm taking the damage.
nothing here.
5, 10, 15 feet.
I don't think it affects you, Gold, because he was on top of you.
No, it would still affect him.
Oh.
Rabbit wasn't directly on top of Gar.
Oof.
Just the fact that it perfectly reached all of them and they all failed their save.
So, DM, do the Martens get to level up from all that? The rest of the
No,
party
we
wasn't
weren't-
involved in it.
Hey, we're on a milestone system.
Damn.
You did use one of your things though, didn't you?
One of my points, yes.
I will give you a point for that because I
am
honestly was not
become
expecting
death,
you to kill them all in one
destroyer
turn.
of worlds.
Tanya
Yay!
Sapien believes someone has gone mad with power.
You just hear Timbo mumble in his sleep. Safe as ships.
Sorry, Gar.
How to do the daily card pack thing?
What do you mean?
Wasn't there like a daily card pack thing you could do or something? using
Yeah.
Using egg coins that's down at the bottom.
Yep.
Free stream loots.
Ah, there it is.
Alternatively, we are...
Okay.
Hello there, Sly.
I want to make sure someone didn't kidnap you.
Yes, I know there's a severe thunderstorm warning for where I used to live. I don't live
Yeah.
there anymore, but I have no idea how to convey that to you. Anyways.
This is ambrosia.
We are currently 70 packs away from getting partner with them.
Nice.
I'm doing my part.
Not really. The free ones do not count towards that.
I already got a 10 pack. That's how I keep playing random cards. I just got a 10 pack, scrapped out all the ones that I didn't want, so I have a whole bunch of gems, so I can just craft them on demand.
Well, there you
and
go.
Sim can see which ones are being scrapped.
Yes, I can.
He did. It was very
I have sent that off. But yeah, Rabbit is saying, sorry, Gar. I just kind of needed to take them all out at once.
Pick my head up. Look over to Rabbit. And lay back down.
And
Creepy.
I'm fine with that.
Rabbit is just going back to his patrols.
Did you see what this Phantom Menace is that they seem to be after?
No, but I
Oh,
heard
no.
it explode.
It wasn't a Phantom Menace. They didn't have horns. They were just orbs.
Dungeon Master?
Yes.
This is like sleeping in a ship. Timbo is like getting the best sleep of his life. This is more at home to him. He actually kind of missed the sound of explosions while he was sleeping.
Man, I miss the PTSD.
Hey, it's only
Without shell shock, I can't sleep.
it's only PTSD if you were traumatized by it.
But the Wolven mind is like, this is fine. As the ship's getting bombarded, this is fine.
I miss the SD.
I am.
I need to get. You know, Tim was sitting in a room getting bombarded, and he's like, "This is fine."
I'm just mad that the controller is gonna be bad.
And then another one where he's like in a comfortable bed with like all this fluffy stuff, and he's like, "This is intolerable."
Where are my explosions?
This calls for another sip from my ZGF branded Shadow Sable Roux glass, available on the merch store.
This is the longest sleep session I've ever had.
It's not
Today
it's
during
still-
the session, Timber slept.
Yeah, we probably should actually get a move on. We finally survived the night.
I mean, who says they're done? And what is Rosalia doing at this point?
Is Rosalia just going back to bed accepting this? Because this is 3 times now. Once is an accident, twice is a coincidence, 3 times they're up to something.
I don't know. I'm just sleeping until someone wakes me up.
Hashtag those chickens are up to something.
Meanwhile, Timber's just got one of Stu's paws in his ear, and the other ear is pressed down flat as Stu is, front legs on it and just pushing himself up a bit to look around.
I mean, his helmet is enclosed.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about the helmet.
There was a time where I basically did this.
Do the ears poke through the
And
helmet?
it was because of this
No, they do not.
Okay.
That's why he still has yours.
Okay, well then never mind. That is not what's happening.
No.
But
Oh, pretend that I played a blurb of the 6 a.m. alarm chime from FNAF. I can't find it.
Yay!
I don't know. Is Moriarty done with the orbs?
I will state that I'm currently not. I'm just trying to figure out if Rosalia is just going back to sleep.
Glorious Borkenberg Wolfstein. Just thought you should know that Takeme thinks you're cute.
Aww.
This wakes Temple up.
Timber, cannon fire, I sleep. Timber, you're cute. Wake.
Real shit?
Real shit. Alright, Rosalia, you doing anything else?
Not on my watch.
No,
Okay.
I'm just trying to find the freaking. Now it's become a mission. I have to find that 6 a.m. alarm chime.
Okay, but what are you doing? Are you sleeping? Are you staying awake? Are you...
I need to know what your character does.
She can't sleep with these multiple disruptions.
So then what are you doing? You are literally the one holding this up.
Staying underneath the stairwell, just awake and observing.
Okay.
We've seen them have really good animated showers. They can.
Alright.
Um,
Well, you have forced my hand.
Okay, we didn't force anything. We were just trying to nap.
Should have just let them do their scans.
We
But
have
what I know,
no idea what those scans are doing. So,
really good voice acting,
Are they holding us?
really good talent.
out of character,
Background stuff.
yes, I am aware that Moriarty described a typical scanning action that does not usually result in any pain or death or anything of that nature. In
But they do know
character,
they hold on a second. They do know it happened to them, and nothing. They didn't notice anything.
but they don't know what's going on. There is legitimate reason for him to be
Yeah.
hostile towards this
Oh, I mean, Temple would start swinging his sword as if he was awake.
thing.
All they
All right.
know is magic spell being cast on a party member. We don't know
He's
what
doing
it
his
is. He
He's doing
is.
his job.
Exactly.
He's such a good boy.
Roll Arcana.
That is a great idea.
It's not magical.
So even less reason to trust it. We don't know what
right,
it is.
So you see this white square?
Yes.
Every square inside of that, there is one of these orbs descending from the ceiling.
Oh no!
You see the light before you see them. Because they are glowing enough, like they're like just like a whole bunch of... It's like a light grid almost. Like you are able to see the light as they are descending.
What does
As
Tanya think?
The room starts to
Rose.
like light up blue.
Sunlight already. 5 more minutes.
What do I what do I think? The night is ending. We're at 1% power. He's coming. I found it.
That's not it, but that's close enough. So yeah,
So Rose sees this now, right?
yeah, you definitely, like I said, it goes from unlit to basically this entire room being lit up blue, and you're able to easily see them and react to them before they fully descend. So I'm gonna give you 1 turn to do anything you would like to do. They are approximately 15 feet vertically.
I do not have anything AoE. So I'm gonna move slightly further away from the corner, but I'm staying underneath the stairwell, but far enough out that I have room to stand. So that way if they do come towards me, they're forced to funnel.
Okay.
We played those back to back.
So we got silence going like this. It is 5 feet wide for the record.
All right. Keep in mind they are 15 feet vertically, so you won't be able to like...
Oh, well then they'll wait until they descend to make a nice line.
We're
Right.
about to see
This is
Panic at the
more-
Disco.
This is more, you know, what is being planned here. Where is that? There it is. Boom.
All right. Does anyone do anything during the descent round? Because so far that's...
Do I have line of sight on any of them while tucked underneath the staircase?
You would have line of sight on like a few that are on the far side of the room easily.
Then I would be ready to cast Chill Touch once they're within range.
All right.
Just, pick a random one from the cluster.
All right. They fully descend, and I assume you guys start your attacks?
Yeah.
And nobody wakes up Temple.
Or Gar.
Well,
What the hell are
not
you
immediately.
doing sleeping?
What are you doing? Push the car!
Get the hell up!
Stand on
We've got
the
incoming.
objective!
Gar, Timber, get the hell up. We've got incoming.
There's another swarm headed your way.
We
Well,
must
what's going to
expect
wake me up is when
pylons.
I get pushed again.
Well,
Right.
the lance is going first,
Each other. That's something that they do. in the game.
followed by
Attacking
the
strength is something they do in the game.
wave of
They're
force.
very
Gar's
All right.
gonna get slammed again.
Is the lance... Is that a dex save or is that just damage?
It is a dex save, however, it is a dex save for half.
Gotcha.
So no matter what, they're
Um,
taking damage.
You know, Persona 3 and I think Persona 4 has...
And for the record, that is 8d6 psychic damage
But
each.
they're both kind of, they're not as good as
Well,
they could be.
be advised, they only take
They're-
damage
they're
if
kind
they
of
don't
like
have
this.
evade
For
yet.
their time, they would have been this good for...
Did I hear a rockin' stone?
Yes! All right. Time to do a
Yeah, we
bunch
got
of rolls.
Driller over here with the AoEs. They don't rock and stone. They ain't coming home.
Oh
What
boy,
do,
this is going to be a
what
lot
do
of rolls.
drillers do?
Friendly damage.
Five,
That's what
six,
drillers
You
do.
you don't
7, 8,
remember
9,
that
10,
clip,
14,
Tanya,
No.
So,
where I was doing a documentary thing and I went up to you. I was like, "What do drillers do?" And your response was homicide mostly, and then proceeded to kill me.
this is going to be...
Oh,
And then
right,
freeze me.
right. I forgot all about that.
You should really pay attention to the YouTube because it went up on that recently.
12, 13, 14, 15. All right, how many of these guys succeed?
Oh, Toshime just sent it to me in DM.
Party. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jerk.
Only 4. Okay. So, gonna plant like 4 on this line.
Yeah. And it is 5 feet wide, so if it even goes through a fraction of the line, then or the square, then
And-
yeah.
And you have gone. You've gone through 15 squares. I counted it.
How loud is silence?
Not at all.
Okay. It was just...
Hey, I am back.
The thing about all of the Marten's abilities, they have no verbal component. They've got no somatic components, no material
Just
components.
laser beams.
Yeah.
They're kind of immune to most forms of magic negation.
So on that entire line,
Um,
those are the
I
ones that
count
survive.
20 that would
20?
have popped up. That would have been
I'm
hit
curious
there.
what you think of it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess it is 5 feet wide. That would have hit a few more.
How
Yeah.
they awaken their personas in 4.
I'll throw in another 5.
Oh, God.
See how they fare.
Yes.
You should probably put tokens for the rest of them
Also,
as
the
well.
music is so good.
It's a solid grid. We wouldn't be able to see anything.
Oh no, it's just leave these lines, and I'm just going to assume if it's touching the line, it survived. If it's not, it's filled with one of these. Because I don't want to go through the effort of placing all of them. One more survives.
Place
And he
them,
will be-
place
His
them,
face
place
appeared
them.
with the sound, and he yelled, "Isn't
I
it?"
want to see them all disappear as they get
That's a special
destroyed.
Yeah, just do a solid grid, and then we'll do it like Minesweeper.
All right, and whoa, why am I drawing a line? I'm scared. I was still in drawing mode. That's fine. Okay, you go over here. And it's the other one that survived. All right, then you want me to place them? This is gonna take a minute.
I am okay with you going ahead and resolving the circle as well first
In Persona,
before placing
Right.
them all.
in Persona 4,
See, and that would hit 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 7. 7 plus 6 is 13. So double that is 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, because there's one above you. All right, so 33. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. This was a lot simpler in my head.
You fool.
All right.
The D&D adventure of trying to take a nap.
Do any of
So
them
that's-
explode next to Temple?
No, the two closest ones, the three closest ones survived. And I am specifically like taking which ones fail and which succeed. So that's a fail, 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 succeed. So that one succeeds. Fail, 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 fail. I gave these things evasion so more of them would not die. Fail, fail, fail. You survived that. Fail, 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 and then the last two survive. You.
Well, I think with how
Oh,
many
yeah.
of them exploded, I think that might have woke Temple up eventually.
I mean that's an up to you thing still.
Yeah, I'll wake up now. The shelling has the shelling has intensified. It might be fun time now.
Timber's
Goliath
just got.
online.
Timber wakes up with his helmet down and the eye holes half covered by the front paws of Stu as he is just launching a beam across.
And some fava beans.
okay, it's not showing.
No, the beam launched
Tanya
first.
Sapien is gifting 2 packs. Claim yours at streamloots.com/_zim.
Ooh,
I'll get a picture.
thank you for that, Tanya. So everybody, you can use the Streamloots link to go grab yourselves some free packs. Well, I think it's one free pack each.
Showing you is here's a picture of Dorado. So like
And if you have 3,000 or more egg coins, you can also purchase 1 pack per stream. Or, sorry, 1 pack per day using the egg coins.
All right. It's there. This is the grid.
Oh, I didn't know there was a coupon code. I would have used it.
To be fair, Tanya,
in 4
I have announced it all over the place.
and
Yeah, but
they can
I'm
be
me.
there
I
for
don't pay attention to things.
3 weeks.
I know, but I can't be held responsible for you not paying attention.
The moment you get to the boss room, their shadow starts acting up. But that's because
Well,
Oh, that's
was
good
it
to
that-
know, Jaffer. So you can claim one, and there's a 3-minute cooldown, so somebody else can grab the other. And if nobody grabs it within that 3 minutes, then the person that grabbed the first one can also grab the
they're
second.
just accepting their inner darkness.
And again, we are, well, now we're 68 packs away from partner.
See that.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I'm doing my part. What, are you you're placing the entire grid?
I was asked to do so, and you know what? This kills time.
I'm going
Oh,
back to
that
sleep.
raises a question. Are they susceptible to sleep? They seem to be very fragile.
They do not seem to be organic, I will state that.
Yeah. Because they were susceptible to sleep with so little hit points. Just cast that. That's my only AoE.
Alright. I think that's all of them.
All right, Dungeon Master?
Yep.
I think now Temple will jump to his feet.
Gar will also need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Boo! Go for the eyes! Ross!
I rolled a 7
Wait a minute.
altogether.
We're being that actually works. We're being
In
attacked
that
by floating
case-
eyes.
There's been a game-breaking influence.
I'm aware. I'm doing that, and Gar would be tossed another 15 feet away from Rabbit.
By the Empress, what are those?
Floating eyeballs, I think.
Now that I can actually see them.
They're not eyes, they're like little metal balls that have a singular little, like almost like a porthole, but it's glowing blue. Oh, that's evil! That's evil, I accept.
What? You know, if Matt Mercer has taught me anything, it's to beware the laughing DM.
All right. I guess at this point, roll initiative. And Garm, do you make that? Did you? You already did the.
Yeah, I took the damage.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna be waiting a while.
Which one's initiative?
In between
main
AC
tab.
and speed.
AC and speed.
Main tab,
Alright,
dead
oh, yeah, I see.
centrifugation. How did I get better initiative than 2 people? Okay.
Well, first of all, Temple hasn't had his super dude vitality yet today, or breakfast, and he was having the best sleep of his life. There was things blowing up. There was a nice solid foam wall to lean against.
He was having a wonderful dream that he was in the trenches of the Somme.
All right. We start off with Gar.
And let's see. I have 55 speed of movement. So 1, 2. Are they doing any attacks of opportunity?
Actually, go back to where you were. I'm gonna really quickly. I think if I lock the tokens, I should be able to see your full path of movement. To try to do movement. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just mark out the movement you want to do. And if you mess up, just let me know, and I can reject it and let you
And up
start
the
over.
stairs.
All right. You are able to do that if you want to. There are no attacks of opportunity.
Okay. Tokens are locked, so you'll have to accept it.
Right. Yes, of course. I'm done. Is there any other action you take?
Nope.
Alright. Fix you a little here. There you go. Stew! It is now your turn to commence dominance.
Alright. Using Void Spikes. As an action, you create a spike of pitch black negative energy for each side point spent +2. Each spike hits a target of your choice that you can see within 120 feet. A lance deals 1d4 + 1 necrotic damage to its target, and it can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. The spikes all strike simultaneously, and you can direct them to hit one creature or several.
Alright.
Basically my version of Magic Missile.
Gotcha.
I am going to do it at... I'm going to use 4 psi points with it.
Alright, so does that mean you take down 4 targets?
That'll mean 6.
Okay. Which 6 do you want to take out?
He's going to start with the ones that are... He'll just do those 6 closest to him.
Alright. You.
And for the record, this was my plan before the influence.
You.
Except I was going to take the ones that didn't get taken out by the Silence, but I figured it's easier just do that.
Alright. And we can take care of that. Alright. This is what the map looks like. And is there any other action you take?
That is all. Stu is still front paws on Timber's muzzle, half blocking his view through the eye holes in his helmet.
Alright. To Rosalia.
Alright, I'm using Chill Touch on the closest one.
What's the range on that?
Chill Touch. 120 feet.
Alright, you may do so.
Right.
Roll your attack.
Just drop it on the map.
Yep. Just roll it on the in the chat. Alright, it hits and gets deleted.
Oh, they just have 1 hit point?
Essentially.
Okay. There's not much else to do, just staying down behind cover. So...
Rabbit's turn then.
I don't have any AoEs. I'm a boss killer, not crowd control.
Unfortunately, I don't think my crowd control would walk against these things.
Zim?
Oh!
Yep.
I heard Timber mention his crowd control, and so I thought it was his turn, especially because for some reason I didn't hear the typical ding that I get when it's my turn. Yeah, exactly. I didn't get that for
Weird.
some reason. So I was like, oh, okay, well, it must be Timber's turn. And I was about to speak up and be like, Timber, you doing anything?
Yes, I'm waiting for my turn.
Just responds with, I don't know, am I?
Tempo just pulls a sands and just does nothing.
Alright.
Alright. That's your movement?
Out of character, I know how this is going to go, so I'm not going to bother drawing it, but he's doing the circle thing, the wave of force.
Alright, so as you do the wave of force and as it goes out, you notice that they have this weird sort of blue energy that, like, as the force goes out, all ones that, like, are hit by it first, there's a little bit of blue energy that goes with them, and that seems to, like, boom, 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 through all the other ones that it would hit normally, until it just seems to, like, sort of disperse, like this weird sort of energy field. Are there any other actions?
Can I roll a perception?
That would be it.
You may.
That.
You may roll perception.
That it was sitting on an 18. No, no.
What were you trying to perceive?
I'm inferring that what's going on there is that they're adapting to the attacks. I wanted to see whether or not Rose noticed that.
Man, that's right on, like, the knife's edge as to whether or not you've seen it or not. Yeah, tell you what, I will roll. I will roll the dice and see if that will determine your fate. You do not.
All right.
All right, Timber, it is your turn.
Alright, Temple will start marching up to. He has a shield, but he doesn't draw his longsword yet. He just marches up to. I can grab him. Up to one of these things.
Hey.
And I wish to grab one.
Go ahead and give me a grapple, which I believe is athletics. Yeah.
Timber rolling athletics against a tiny disposable ball.
Temple, fetch.
It has a chance. It does not. You grab the ball.
Alright,
It's-
Temple wants
it
to
looks
look
at you.
at it.
It looks at you. It's basically just like this metal glowing ball. It's got some various ridges and whatnot. But it's basically got like one big blue glowing circle. It's a dim glow though, almost like bioluminescence, and it's looking back at you.
This weird eyeball thing's just looking at me. Okay. Temple's gonna ask it, who sent you?
You hear a little. Bloop.
I don't think they're much for conversation.
Temple will keep holding it and basically just do a regular, like a melee attack with his unarmed versus another one.
All right, roll it.
All my things have weapons. I never got the unarmed down.
That's just a strength roll, isn't it?
Yeah. It'd just be +5 to hit, right? Because Temple's got 20 strength.
Was it just the BAB come into it? Unarmed strike is attack. You're always proficient. Blah, 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 blah. You're always proficient in armed strikes, which are melee weapon attacks. Deal +1 to your strength modifier. 1 plus your strength modifier. Oh, wait, that's
damage.
yeah, that's
I mean,
that's
to
dealing
hit.
damage.
So would it be his strength modifier plus his proficiency?
I'm looking for it. It's been so long since I've had to do a improvised melee attack, but I'm trying to find it.
Because if it's his strength plus his proficiency, it would be 8. I could just roll it.
Okay, so I think you just roll normal weapon proficiency because everyone is proficient with unarmed strikes, it seems.
Yeah. Okay, so it'd basically be +8. So if I just roll athletics, that would be a good stand-in for hit.
Just whatever your basic proficiency is. Alright, you hit and kill one. By the way, these things are indeed blowing up and just disintegrating when you hit them. I'll just say this guy here is the one that Timber's holding.
Timber is literally using one to beat the other. And that is my turn.
Alright. And we are at the end, and it is their turn. So they move. So this is going to be kind of hard to show. So I'm going to have some in superposition. The ones in superposition are up by Garm.
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
And they're floating up to Garm, more or less.
We're surrounded. Timber proceeds to use one to beat the others.
Master Masher, thank you very much for that raid. Welcome on in, everyone. You were doing Monster Hunter World. Nice. How'd your stream go? I'll be in the chat. I don't like to interrupt the tabletop streams too much, but thank you for that raid either way.
So the ones not in superposition are by Rosalia, and the ones in superposition are by Gar. I hope that helps.
Yes, the one bad thing about being a large character, I can be surrounded by more things.
And I would like to point out that the scan thing that they did before, if they do make any such action like that, Rose would have no way of knowing that whether or not it's benevolent and would use shield.
All right. Well, on their turns, any that are directly adjacent to a party member will begin the scan action, though it does not seem to fully go through. They just, there's a little beam of light that starting at the head, scan over their body. It does not seem to fully go through in a single turn. This guy's just vibing. I think he only gets that one. Yep. And so a scan is Timber, the one that you're even holding, starts to scan over your face. And you see the little line of light, and then it hits your eyes. It's a little bright.
Well, it doesn't help that Timber's covered in logos.
It beeps.
If they know anything about the Imperium, they know what Timber is.
It scans over Timber, it beeps Oreo. Anyways, that is their turn. They do not. They seem to have
Does it
no
seem like
hostile.
does shield have any effect on the scan itself?
Does not seem so. Garmin, it's your turn.
All they're doing is scanning?
Yep.
Okay. I'll hold and wait till they're done scanning. No pain or anything, so might as well.
Yeah, they're not gonna be the Martens aren't gonna hold back. I don't think any of that would really work against these things. Stu is going to fire. Is there any is there any debris around that I could use ballistic attack with?
Pieces of robot.
No, not even that. They disintegrated.
Oh.
But like even
and
pebbles
this-
on the ground or anything works?
Oh, no.
This room is actually pristine.
Unless you
Dungeon
want to
Master?
use...
Hold on a second. I have an idea. Zim. Timber's can of food.
Okay, that works. I was gonna point out that Rose never put her robe back on, so she's just wearing her chainmail. But then again, robe doesn't make a very good projectile. An empty can, however.
Yeah, there are
Imperial
some stuff.
can.
So yeah, and some of the litter that you guys have created yourselves. Yes.
Perfect. Launching a piece of that at one of them.
Stu attacks with a can of soup.
Not a can of soup. A can of
Can
stew.
of stew.
All right.
Stu uses stew to stew, though.
It pings off one of them, seems to dent it, and then it goes pew 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 pew, and then it just blows. Any other actions?
I want to roll the damage anyways.
Okay.
But no, that'll be it.
All right.
Stu gains 1 respect from Timber for using Imperial property to defeat the enemy.
Mechanically speaking, Shocking Grasp, when cast, how long is the person electrified? Like, if I were to run through them to try to get past them, would it potentially hit more than one? If I'm casting Shocking Grasp as I'm running through.
You can only cast one attack.
Well, Rose
if,
is going to...
If you wanted to use your inspiration point, I might allow that.
You know what? Yeah, I'll use the inspiration. She's going to cast Shocking Grasp, just bum rushing through the cluster.
All right.
To get out into the open.
Go ahead and place down your...
squares, right?
Yes, they are. Go ahead and place down your movement. All right. And...
30 feet is my movement. Just a moment. 35. Or, wait, what did it do?
It added to the 30.
Oh, okay.
You got 35. So it's good.
I was confused.
And I'll take you out of superposition there. And you're just you're trying to melee attack all of them?
All the ones in my path, yeah.
Okay, all the ones in your path are technically 2.
Oh, because the superposition?
The superposition ones aren't. There's 2 in that line that aren't in superposition, and then the superposition ones are technically up by Garm.
By the way, I'm gonna take the inspiration to hit 2 of them as I pass.
Okay. You hit the first one, and it disintegrates. Roll me for the second.
Alright, rolling it twice.
And you hit, and it disintegrates. And Rosalia, you notice that as you go out of the view of the other ones, they their eyes go from blue to like red, and it flashes red a few times and goes, "Banner," and then they turn blue again.
Bad scan. Move card slower.
Card moving too fast. Scan again. And now it is Rabbit's turn.
No, Rabbit just finished.
No, you're not Rabbit. You're like a jackalope. or
Yeah,
something.
Rabbit
This
just
is Rabbit.
finished.
Rabbit finished. Now it's Martin's turn.
You not Rabbit.
Yes, I Rabbit.
You jackalope. You have antler, not
I'm horny-
Rabbit.
No, I'm Horny Rabbit.
No.
No, he's right. You are jackalope. You're not a rabbit.
Yeah, that's Rabbit with horns.
You are... It's their antlers.
Continue.
Well, the good news is I didn't expect this content to take this long, so there may be more for next week.
Continue.
May? Alright, Rabbit
shall
is
not
going
be
to move over
scammed.
here. And telepathic lash at one of them.
All right. Give me crit card.
It doesn't pop. It just gets deleted.
Man, now would be a perfect time for you to unmake some things.
This ball
They
is
unmake
no
themselves
more.
already.
I'm running low on
ball is no
psi
more.
points.
Sorry,
They're
what?
not damaging us. We could literally win this in a war of attrition.
Alright. Magical Barrage. Maximum damage and 2 additional targets within range are affected at half potency. Or the
Oh, no.
spell's area of effect is increased by 10 feet.
Oh no!
So, say again what happened?
Basically he's hitting 3 of them with this instead of just 1.
All right. Do you want to hit in a line, or do you want to hit in a little cluster?
A little cluster.
All right. That just, yeah. Boop. Boop. Beep, beep. They all dead.
This herd
And
is
that's
spinning very rapidly.
Yes, it is. It would have been
And that is yours.
thinning even more rapidly if not for a particular influence.
Yeah, that influence is making this last longer. You're all right.
So that is that why they just came down Red Queen style? Because of an influence?
Red Queen?
No, I think
And
the
was it an
influence
evil?
was energy shield.
Oh, okay.
I will tell you what the influence was after you guys finish.
I mean, Rabbit and Stu have a reason to have figured it out by now because they saw the one not work, but... It is fair that the others may not. Timber's turn, though.
This is beneath me. Temple just keeps punching away.
Is he still holding the one orb?
Yeah. He's taking it as his trophy.
It's still scanning you?
Yeah. It can scan me all it wants.
Alright. Go ahead and roll me a tick.
Temple wants the enemy to know he's here. Just boop. Just that one. Second attack. And another.
Are there particular ones you want to be attacking?
Oof.
Oof.
Well, that's a crit fail card.
Yep.
Also, you're rolling athletics.
Well, I'm using that. In,
Oh, right, because that's unarmed. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. But that was a crit miss.
That is a critical miss.
Yeah.
Is there one you want to hit for the first one though?
Well, just anyone really. Just not the
Alright.
one he's holding.
Gotcha. Leave the bottommost one. And we need a crit miss card.
I just noticed that Gar, Rabbit, and Timber still have damage from the previous engagement.
Yeah, you guys hadn't finished resting.
Yeah.
This is in the middle of your long rest.
So, are we taught? Like, that's an athletics roll, so...
It's
Anya, I've
a
taken more-
bludgeoning unarmed attack.
Normally
Tim
you
was
just
literally
roll
punching
strength for that, but... I took it out of
taken one
you.
damage.
Your next attack deals minimum damage.
Well, it's a flat damage thing, so... Okay.
Luckily, nothing happens.
Offhand attack? I don't know how offhand attack works. Just a regular D20?
Look that up real quick. Offhand attack, buddy.
And Tanya, I've
Hmm.
taken more damage from this friendly fire mission than from the other combats.
Yeah.
Make a second attack with a light weapon you're holding in your other hand as a bonus action, provided you have made a weapon attack with a light weapon as normal.
Oh, okay. I was thinking... Okay, never mind. It's...
Yeah.
Everything Tempo has is not a light weapon.
It appears as though, yeah, there's some rules to it.
I mean, Shield Bash does no damage. So, next on.
All right. It is now the turn of the guys. And they finish their scan on Timber. And they give a little blue flash. They finish their scan on Gar. They give a little blue flash. And then they all start to move.
Guys, I don't think they're trying to wound us. Their attacks were pathetic. I know I'm a normal, but it doesn't seem to hit you guys either.
Timber, there are plenty of types of deadly magic out there that you never feel until you drop dead.
Gar, you're allowed to make
I'd
attacks
like
of
to
opportunity
see
if
it
you want.
try.
Nope.
Okay.
Stop being a coward.
I refuse.
So that one go much further.
Next time I level up, I really need to invest in AoEs.
All right. Timber, you're going to have... And Rabbit is going to have an attack of opportunity here.
Tempo's not gonna.
Rabbit
Rabbit
will.
going to take an attack. Okay. Attack of opportunity. Crit card.
Oh no! What the hell?
Come on. Get out of there. Spellstorm. Triple damage. And that's it.
Oh,
It's extra
Well,
dead.
He dies super hard.
this ball is no more. It has ceased to be. It is a former ball.
You could say he knocked it out of the park.
You only get one attack of opportunity per round, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's not too bad because some of these can't even move that far past you. Timber, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks of opportunity. And by
can
that I
only
mean
do
1. Do you attack of opportunity one of these?
No.
Okay. Then I'll just...
These things aren't attacking Temple. He doesn't know what to do with them, so he just stops fighting them. Pacifism.
And they are just all swarming Rosalia now.
Temple doesn't know what to do with enemies who don't fight him.
Now, the one in your hand is going to try to float away. Are you going to let it, or are you going to hold on to it?
It's grappled.
Like, no, you stay.
It's going to lift up Timber into the air.
All right. That's all of their movement.
It's speed 1 strats.
Speedrun strats. For the ones that I had attempted to scan Rosalia before, they begin to scan. For the ones that didn't, yeah, some of them finished the scan this turn, which means they can't start another scan. So yeah, some of them are scanning, some of them aren't. But there is at least one trying to scan Rosalia on this turn. Whoop. No, it is not Tiberius Swift-Tail's turn. It is Gar's turn.
Rose, they're not doing anything to us. Do you think we should just take the tower?
If we die, I'm spending eternity saying I told you so over and over again.
Don't worry, whatever they did, if I die, you can revive me and say so.
Not if I end up dying too. My contract explicitly states that I have to remain living.
Mine specifically says I have to die.
Meanwhile, Rabbit and Stu are just sitting here having a bunch of fun blowing these things up. For them, it's become a game.
It's like a little target practice. Like
exactly.
It's like was that Frisbee golf?
Stu is throwing the can of soup or can of stew over at another one.
It is the soup can.
And that's it for him. Just one of the ones near Rabbit.
Bonk.
Like that one.
Bonk.
Moriarty?
Wait, whose turn is it?
I'm sorry. Well, yeah, did you? My brain turned off for a second. You're attacking that one?
Yeah.
All right. Why do you need brain? Brain is off. Which one? Are you just the one next to you?
The one that is on my screen at least currently highlighted. I tried to move it just to differentiate. That's the one that Stu is targeting.
He goes pew. It did now. And for a note, we will be ending at the normal time because brain. Rosalia, it is your turn.
Gonna slap the nearest one with shocking grasp and run to the far corner of the room again.
Alright. I will need you to make a dexterity check. Just to get through them because they are basically swarming you now.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
There it is. Dex as ability, not a save, right?
Yes.
I'm using Lucky Rabbit's Foot to negate that.
Oh God.
Then roll again.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Just lay down. Let them scan you.
All right. I'm gonna roll something here. They're gonna be treated as difficult terrain, and you lose 5 feet of movement.
Which just takes me down to 30, right?
Is your movement normally 35?
Yeah.
Then yeah. 30 feet of movement. Treat them as difficult terrain.
Alright, and the Shocking Grasp would just be cast on whichever one was the nearest one.
Yep. You would not be able to make it that far, as these are difficult terrain.
Oh. Okay, so how far would I be able to go?
Do you want to go in the same direction?
Well, yeah.
Question is, do you want to climb on top of them?
No.
I mean, you more or less are.
Fair enough. Okay. Trying to weave between them.
Just to make it to here is going to be 20 feet. So you have 10 feet from the corner, from where that arrow is pointed.
So just 10 feet of movement in total?
Yeah, you have 10 feet of movement in total from the corner once you're outside of them to move how you want.
So...
Like from where that pointer is drawn, you see that white pointer, right?
Mm-hmm.
From where that pointer is drawn, you can get to the base of that white pointer, and then you have an additional 10 feet of movement. But difficult terrain is basically all other movement is doubled, essentially. So if you go through 5 feet, that's actually 10 feet.
Well, actually, now that I'm looking at it, I just realized that there's actually a big gap right there. That would be the thin spot that you'd be aiming for. So that'd be down to the right.
Okay. You go down to the right. You can go ahead and do your movement. Try to do your movement. Like move your token in the path that you'd want to take. Fully.
That's 20, and then I would have 10 more after that.
Actually,
it's a total of 30.
That should just be 5. Well, technically, it would be 10 to move through one, and then another 5 to get out of it. So you have 15.
So I have 15 more that I can move after that.
Yes, if you take that path.
Then like that.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, I'm casting Shocking Grasp on one of them as I pass.
All right. It go boom. Pew.
I will not be scanned. No, I refuse. I'm living my life off the grid.
Telepathic lash at the one right next to him. Blah.
It still hits.
Yay!
These things are disposable.
They're very disposable.
Well,
I'm pretty sure for almost everyone in the party at the level that you're at, you literally need to crit fail to not hit these. It's Timber's turn.
Timber's gonna go up and start bonking.
Alright. You may do so.
Oops.
Gonna bring his new buddy with him. You're my friend. We're having soft tacos later.
beep 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 beep.
And bonk.
Do you have reach?
Oh, I moved myself there.
Yeah, you moved yourself back. I was curious about that.
Oh, okay. I mean, Tempo does have a whip, but this is... He, like, literally does not care. It's just like squishing whatchamacallit. Alright, that's his turn. Since Roselia wishes not to just get scanned and let this be done with.
All right. Once again, when Rosalia moved, these things gave out a little brrrr, as they did not seem to like it. You could actually make it all the way to out here. You were in a superposition. And they'll, they keep doing their thing. They do seem to be trying to, like, specifically obstruct Rosalia. Some of them are even going to take a double movement just to, like, get in front of her. 15, 20. Oh, they don't even... Some of them hardly even need to do double move. As they all just begin to flip. Why did you make me place all of these?
You're the one who wanted to send swarms.
Oh, this isn't a swarm enemy, technically. But you're making it. Alright. Some begin scanning, some can't really do that. Timber, the one in your hand, it's a little... Its eye begins to, like, beep red.
Timber's still gonna hold it.
Flashing on and off, and after a moment, it goes ahead and speaks. Tunnel Jackson here. If you could avoid destroying the testing apparatus, that would be perfectly, swell of you.
Is this a recording or is this the actual Tunnel Jackson?
Yes, hello, I am Tunnel Jackson.
Roselia. Stop. Let's get this over with. Let them do their thing.
Fine.
They're obviously not hostile.
I'm gonna stop there and just add the comment. I'm going to punch him in the face when we meet him. I hope you realize that.
Noted.
Out of character, I'm surprised Rose didn't use the testing rod.
The portal staff?
Yep.
But how? What good would it do here?
Get away.
Yeah, is she aware of how it works though?
You know that it can create dimension door. It does seem to have some form of rules. It doesn't necessarily seem to. I don't think it requires a surface. Maybe it did. Maybe it did require a surface.
Yeah, well, out of character, to my understanding, it's just a portal gun. But in character, Rose hasn't actually tinkered with it enough to know how it works yet.
I will state, out of character, it is not just the portal. There are some differences to it, and it functions closer to Dimension Door, which is basically just a portal.
You're no fun.
There are some differences. There are some things you can do with it. But anyways.
Either way, Rose is standing down.
All right.
With malicious intent.
They have begun another round of scans for other characters to try to interrupt if they want. Gar, do you do anything? Stew?
Another attack with the can of stew.
That hits.
Just random one in the group.
I'm just deleting the one that seems the most obvious.
And it looks like Timber got a new pet.
What a good
Look
feeling he's
what
gonna
he
keep it.
did to the boat.
Rosalia, your turn.
Well, I'm just going to stand there and let them actually complete their scan this time.
All right, Rabbit, your turn.
What did you call him?
Rabbit.
Oh,
What did you think I called him?
I have no idea. Another telepathic lash. Boosh.
Which almost crit.
Again.
And it get delete again.
Temple is going to walk over to where that can fell down.
All right, you may.
He is going to pick it up.
You may.
He's going to put the ball inside said can.
It is too big.
Nothing's too big if you try hard enough.
This thing is about the size of about a soccer ball, I'd say.
You realize this was a ration for Temple, correct? It is a
I
very
do.
large can.
I want to say even the largest can I've ever seen could not fit a soccer ball. And I've seen some pretty big cans.
Yeah, I'm picturing them being coffee can sized, which would not fit a soccer ball. Come
Oh,
close, though.
I'm picturing like those massive like bean cans. Have you ever seen like one of those massive bean cans?
Beans. Temple
Bean.
size.
The ones that generally they use at restaurants.
Yeah, literally just like those bulk order tin cans that are just actually massive, but like still could not fit a soccer ball. Barely, but could not fit a soccer ball.
Alright, well, I guess Temple will try to stuff the ball thing into his rock.
You can do that. The eye is still flashing red.
Temple doesn't realize this because it is behind him now. And I will end my turn. Oh, actually, Temple will tell the Martens to stop shooting these things.
But
All
it's fine.
They seem to finish their scanning, and the moment they do, they just all begin to ascend. The one that is now in Timber's rucksack also tries to ascend out of the rucksack.
Good
Rabbit
luck
is
getting-
Rabbit is
Good luck
going
getting
to
out of the Imperial grade straps.
You do have an attack of opportunity on one of them.
Rabbit is going to try and jump on the one that he's got that attack of opportunity on.
All right.
15 grapple.
Yep.
All right, you jump on it and weigh it down, and now you kind of have it pinned to the floor.
Ah, it doesn't have the strength to lift him off.
Nope.
I'm gonna be honest. I
And
was
there's a
kind of
red light
hoping it
beep.
would.
Just go back to
What was that, Toshime?
And then there's a red light beep.
I just imagine it like when you knock over the little torch, it just goes no.
If you really wanted to float, just use a little bit of your rope and you can have a balloon.
I know, I should have made them oval shaped instead of circular shaped. No, this was a perfect missed opportunity.
I mean, to be fair, if they wanted to float or fly, they can literally just grow wings. But
Yeah.
Alright, let's get up these stairs.
You hear muffled from Timber's rucksack. Donald Jackson here.
Timber will pull out the device and holds it up to his face and I am Templedor Jägermeister von Glorious Borkenborg Wolfenstein. Where is your location?
Donald Jackson here.
Dramatic framing.
Donald Jackson here. You can find me in this tower, actually.
I'm coming for you.
Oh,
Timber will
perfect.
put the thing back into his bag and start marching up the stairs.
Always happy to meet new adventurers.
Rose is going up with him.
Here at Peak Science, we pride ourselves in all adventurers that come through. Hopefully you'll be just as good as the last ones, but you'll still have a little bit more to go to prove yourselves.
These are very fancy toys. I'm sure the Imperium would love them. Timber thinks to himself.
Do you do anything with the one that you have now captured, Rep?
In the bag, teleport it in the bag.
he will teleport it into his bag.
You have orb.
Rapid.
Mark it down. Mark it down as a Peak Science orb.
Peak Science orb, gotcha.
Before teleporting it away, he is going to take a moment to ponder the orb.
The orb looks back as though it's pondering you.
Oh yeah, I've got another orb already.
This is the Peak Science orb. Are you trying to draw angry eyebrows on Timber? Or is that a mustache?
I think that was a mustache.
Yeah, if you wanted angry eyebrows.
They make funny sounds.
You have a feeling Temple's just always angry all the time.
All right, so you guys begin
Up the
to
stairs. Here we go.
ascend. It should be noted, you haven't finished your long rest yet.
Oh, God.
This was in the middle of your long rest, and you just got finished dealing with them. Do you guys want to finish your long rest?
Technically speaking, we would have to start the long rest all over again.
Yep, we'd have to do another 8-hour.
All because someone didn't want to get scanned.
I'll scan you. You don't know what they're doing with those scans.
But I will point that out
I
to
am
the
always
party.
I'm always under watch. I am not afraid. I have nothing to hide.
All right, time for nap again.
On a purely technical basis, I'm always being watched as well. The key difference is that the person who's watching me is very upfront about what they're doing and why they're doing it and how they're doing it. They don't just walk up and go, "Hey, I'm scanning you now." Actually, no, they didn't even say that. They just walked up and started scanning. How do I know they're not being malicious? The last few things have tried to kill me.
Well, I have faith that my God will protect me. I don't know about yours. And Temple will go back to his little corner over here, I guess, and take his nap.
Alright.
I know that in your mind that was like a disparaging remark against Hades, but he literally might just decide one day, you know what, you're more useful on this side, and then click.
All right.
Going back to our resting positions then?
Yes.
Up on the stairs, yep.
All right. So, do you guys do watch again, or
Can we do fast track it this time? Somebody.
Yeah, we-
has it.
Yeah.
we
This is painful.
we can fast track it?
Dun 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 dun.
All right. Yeah. Where's the thing? 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 There's the thing.
Okay.
He has to find where to do the party rest.
Yeah.
Temple doesn't sleep as well this time. He keeps waking up because there's no explosions. Boop. Alright. Back
Right,
to next wall.
Tanya Sapien is dancing with the crabs.
Oh no, the crabs.
Well,
And-
Timber, you might have got a little bit better rest because your bag's wiggling.
Oh yeah, that's true. Timber
Yeah,
just
we
looks
haven't-
How long does this
underwhelmed.
keep going?
Timber looks under where
This is the
Rosilia's
long
at,
one.
and she's just dancing underneath it, and he's like, "Come on,
This
it's time to
one-
go."
So the long one is 2 minutes. That one was 30 seconds.
Ah.
The little dance party gets interrupted just by Timber poking his head down. Come on, time to go.
I was
been a while
dancing in my
since-
sleep again, wasn't I?
Yes, yes, you are.
You tell no one.
The Empress already knows. I do not need to tell anyone else.
Weird flex, but okay.
All right. You guys ascend the stairs.
Yep.
All right.
Anyone who wants to ride on Timber's backpack is more than happy to. Because that's a lot of stairs.
You begin your ascent. And you climb stairs. And you climb stairs. And you climb stairs. And you climb stairs.
It's like going back to Gloria's Borkenborg Wolfenstein. Except this time it's not rocks, it's just these carved things.
And it goes in a circle, and you guys go at this for like an hour. And it just, keeps going. And it gets to a point where eventually you do not even see the floor, and if you like peek your head up, you still don't see those scenes. But eventually you do start to notice something at about that point.
Tanya Sapien says, "This is the Empress speaking. You will yeet the Marten down the abyss."
He can fly. I know that's not the Empress because you don't sound like her.
Anyway,
If the Empress wished me to yeet the Martens, she wouldn't have issued me said Martens.
anyways, as you are still going, you eventually notice a little alcove in the wall.
I wish it was alcohol.
And in this little alcove, you see a little fox statue. It seems to be holding a little flute.
Does Tempo know what a flute is?
That's
I
a
don't
good
think
question.
so.
Do you want to roll a history on that one, or
It's not a alarm horn. He doesn't know what it is.
and it looks like a stick to timber. He's holding it funny though, like he's holding it with his fingertips.
Guys, there's a stick. Why is there a fox
Your
in
emperor has returned.
Tanya Sapien is the new emperor of the chat. They declare that, as you can see, I am indeed the empress. Yeetus Martinus Immedius. All hail Emperor Tanya Sapien.
The Emperor is dead! Long live the Emperor!
Empress.
Anyways, I have a question. Now that I realize this,
Yep.
why is there a fox in a dwarven fortress thing?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, this tower is not a dwarven fortress. This
Yeah,
tower
true.
is.
The dwarven built a fortress around it. Okay.
Yep. Little fox statue.
Tibble will try to see if he can take it.
Fox statue is about 3 feet tall. It's made of the same material as the rest of the, thing. The main reason you're able to notice it is in like a little alcove. You try to take it, it does not budge.
All right. Timble takes it.
It does not budge.
Timble puts his boot against the floor, the wall, and jokes on it.
It does not budge.
All right. He's like leaning against the wall. You know, he's basically standing on the wall with his hand still on it, and he's like, "Yeah, it's definitely stuck." Temple tries pushing on it.
It does not budge. You see, nothing seems to really. Whereabouts are you grabbing it?
Like,
when you try to
from the
move it?
middle.
Okay, from the waist.
Yeah.
All right, it's not moving.
Temple size.
Do you try anything different?
Rabbit is going to go around to the back and pull on the tail.
Tail does not seem to move.
I mean, the top of the flute kind of does look like some sort of trench whistle, correct?
Sort of, yeah. He does not currently have it up to his lips, though, but his lips are puckered.
Can Timble even fit his head into the little cove enough to into the blow on the
Oh no,
whistle?
yeah, this statue is like 3 feet tall.
Okay, so yeah, Timble will try to blow the whistle thing.
You put your mouth on solid stone. It is not hollow. It's clearly a depiction of something, but it's not hollow.
That's all that you guys just.
You see Timble like just going.
Can I look at it and see what note it's going to play?
Yeah, you can tell that pretty easily.
Man, if only we had a trench whistle of long wheeled construction with holes in it.
I have a flute.
Yes, a trench whistle. Do you have... Wait, you just said you have it.
Yeah, I have a masterwork flute. Right here.
You think you could play this note?
Yeah,
I'm gonna give everyone a chance to roll investigation.
I'm just gonna roll it for shits and giggles.
Timber, I'll go ahead and even I'll give you advantage.
Advantage.
You get advantage.
Why would Timber have an advantage?
I will explain when you get into it.
Okay.
But roll with advantage.
You're familiar with trench whistles.
It was a trench whistle. Or maybe foxes.
Actually, would he be familiar with a fife?
Why is there a skill pet, Timber?
I like that you have that, Shimei.
I like to. Timber, roll your investigation with advantage.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Also roll acrobatics because you're getting pet.
His pet does not get past my Olmo class.
All
He
right.
pets my Olmo.
So Timber, the reason I was giving Timber advantage is because he was getting really up close and personal and grabbing this thing all over. So he had a better chance of noticing. But Stu and Rosalia, you two both notice that the arms of the statue have a bit of a seam to them.
Acid
Like
breath.
they're made out of a separate.
Stop blowing everything with acid.
To be fair, it has actually had an alarmingly good level of success so far.
You shoot acid breath? Like, actually? Or is that a joke?
Is it ever a joke?
Sometimes.
It's a joke.
Okay.
Wait, so you're not?
No.
Oh, okay. So usually you're serious about that. So.
He's gonna move, or Stu and Rabbit are gonna get on either side and try moving the arms, like
The
rotating
arms
them and
do.
stuff.
They do rotate, and you can put the flute in his mouth.
Okay, I was about to ask if that's was the case or if it wasn't already. So they're gonna put it in the mouth.
All right.
It's a level.
And as you do, you hear you hear three. Well, no, you only hear two. You hear a chunk and then a chunk, and you hear the first one as it's sliding up, and the other one as it's in. Like it sounds like, almost like a mechanical lever or some sort of mechanism being pulled elsewhere.
Dungeon Master?
Yep.
You know how this is a spiral staircase, correct?
Yep.
Is there another statue on the other side?
Not that you can see.
Alright. I'm assuming because, we're walking up, was there any signs of, cutting in the walls?
Not until this point, no.
Okay. Temple continues going up.
Timber, as you proceed to walk up, after another full rotation of the stairs, you find a little cat statue.
Is it have a trench whistle?
It has a shield. And it seems to, it's kind of got the shield in front of itself and that sort of, bracing.
Temple pushes on it?
Nothing really seems to happen. Though you do kind of notice, if you're pushing on the shield, that, it jiggles a little. You're pretty sure you can move the arm of this one, too.
Temple tries to rotate it.
Alright. You can rotate it up, and you can rotate it down. And there seems to be... When you rotate it up, it makes a chunk. As you rotate it down, there's a chunk as it passes back through the middle, and then a chunk at the bottom.
So it was in the middle position when I started?
Yep.
Alright, Temple will push the level up.
Yeah, it goes up.
And keep walking.
You're allowed to do so. You get through another rotation, and at this point, you see a rabbit statue, and this rabbit seems to have a crossbow.
Temple will see if this one also has any sort of level arms.
It does have lever arms, and it seems to be able to go to an at rest, an aiming, or a high position as well. And each one of those positions gives a chunk as to where it locks it.
Temple lifts it like it's aiming up.
All right.
Because it's a little rabbit. They need to shoot up if they ever has a chance to wound him. Temple keeps continuing.
As you proceed, you go a bit of a ways, and then you find a mural. And on the mural, it seems to be the same three characters of which you saw. First, it seems as though the cat is in front, and the cat has the shield level. The hare seems to have their crossbow down, and following behind them is the fox, who does seem to have the whistle on his.
Temple realizes pictures. Temple can read pictures. Temple knows what to do.
Do you proceed or do you go back?
Temple will go back.
All right.
So yeah, fox blowing, neutral shield, and lowered. Temple goes back to double check. He just like takes him a couple times. He can't remember.
Someone can help Timber. I assume someone else sees this as well, unless Timber's going alone.
Well, I mean, they're riding on his back.
I assume someone can memorize this for Timber.
I can't get to my coloring book.
So shield forward, arrow
Shield
down.
neutral, arrow down, and blowing the trench rifle.
An arrow down kind of just looks like they're holding the bow at a relaxed stance.
Yeah, low Eddie. That's what that's called. I have a long gun or a crossbow. I have it, but I'm not really engaging anything. I'm just ready. It's the easiest way to carry a long arm.
Sounds good.
All right, keep going ups.
As you start to go back up, where the mural was, there now there now appears to be sort of a floor. Well, actually, the ceiling, more or less. It looks like the stairs just kind of go up into flatness, and there's no more mural from what you can see.
So
it looks like the stairs. No, it looks like the stairs just go up and end in flat ceiling. It just looks like it's flat material.
Like we can't continue.
Yes.
Okay. Well, looks like we gotta go this way.
You turn around and start going back down the stairs?
I mean, I thought we gotta go into the mural.
There is no mural. It seems to be completely gone, and where it was, it seems like the ceiling has lowered to wherever that was, or just before it anyways, and the ceiling is there now, which was something you could not see before.
Timber scratches the back of his head. I'm stumped.
Okay, describe the situation again. I'm sitting here listening, but for some reason it's not clicking.
So there were 3 statues going around the spiral staircase. As you ascended, each time you ascended essentially 1 level, there was another statue.
Okay.
Then from the third statue up, there was a mural. That mural gave you a quote-unquote solution to the statues below. You placed the statues in the correct positions for the mural, and then when you went back up, where there would be a mural, there is now the ceiling. As though the ceiling has lowered to that position, whereas before you could not see the ceiling or the floor.
Okay.
Timbo looks down to see if, like, the towel got shorter.
If you look down, you cannot see the floor.
So we're so high up that we cannot see where we were before we started going up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we've got the statues positioned. And the only thing it seems to have done was lower the ceiling.
Correct.
Describe the ceiling.
It is a black flat plane that is the same material as the rest of the tower. The stairs just kind of ascend up into it and then just,
Just stop.
Stop at the ceiling. Basically, they would continue. The way their pattern is it would look like if you got to the other side of the stairs somehow, you could walk. From if the ceiling was the floor, you could walk from the ceiling floor up the other side of the stairs. As was stated before, this sort of double helix. The stairs do have a backside to them, which are just more stairs. If that makes sense.
Okay, that last part made me even more confused. But,
Look at NC Escher drawing.
okay.
Well, yeah, sort of, I guess.
The Martens are going to try and continue up the stairs and into or through the ceiling. They're going to try and go through it.
Yeah, you go through the ceiling. And you just disappear.
Without hesitation, Temple charges after him because he's...
Oh, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Then goes through the ceiling. All right.
And on we go.
All right.
Hey, where'd you go? Are you okay? Did they hurt you? I will kill them.
All right. Give me a second here. Oh.
Temple cares too much.
Ready? You guys find yourself in a new room. It seems to have a fairly tall ceiling. It is still the tower, of course, so you can tell, it's the same material. It still goes up. And you're kind of in the same position where it goes up infinitely, but now there's no more stairs. It's just empty straight up. Save for one thing that you almost rather quickly notice as you all enter this room.
Do we see a giant metal skull? Or no, sorry, a giant clay head. Sorry.
No,
I'm the head.
You see something even better.
Eggs? Just a mountain of
Lifetime
eggs?
supply of eggs, yeah, or imperial dog chow.
Are you looking at the map?
We don't see anything. It's
Yeah,
empty.
there's nothing. But...
Oh.
There's a 5-foot circle to the left of it.
5-foot circle, what?
The green one.
With the that was me playing around with the movement on the token.
Let me stop sharing and reshare. Maybe that'll fix it.
There's 5 of them, guys. We can take them.
That wasn't something Moriarty did. Still do not see anything except for the floor.
And our
well,
people.
you should see the
And our
floor.
tokens.
Oh, okay. You definitely should see the floor. If you can see the floor, that's good. Oh, I see the problem here. Do you see it now?
God.
Oh.
Oh! I love how you named it that.
And as you guys walk up and you see this big thing, it starts to step forward.
And say, Tunnel Jackson here.
Yes.
Tipple's gonna quickly get in front in a defensive position. He doesn't know what the hell this is.
You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. It steps forward and goes, Tunnel Jackson here. And that is where we will end the session.
But my nature rolls.
Hold on.
done.
I would like to leave with this, that as soon as he gets those first words out, Rose is hitting him in the face, chill touch, closed fist. I told you I was gonna hit him.
Are you sure you want to?
Just the one hit. There, I had to get that out of my system.
From your nature rolls, you know that this is a T-Rex.
I'm still gonna punch it.
Can we keep it? You just get
How good
both
your animal
voices.
How are we gonna... The boat's gonna sink at this. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
No, this is a T-Rex, not a shark.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Tunnel Jackson
Please
here.
join the Imperium.
Tunnel Jackson here.
I'm sorry.
Tunnel Jackson here. From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. I craved the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired for the purity of the blessed machine.
Then why are you a creature made of flesh?
Sometimes science is more art than science. And every so often, when you strive for Michelangelo, you end up with a Picasso. But hey, that's how science works.
Anyways, that is where we are ending it off today, because it is our end time, and I do have work tomorrow, unfortunately.
Loads of
So-
ball.
Just
Jurassic Park.
ghostly fist just weakly goes thunk against his nose, and then it's end credits.
Blammo.
But yeah, that is where we are ending it.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us for Ascent to Ascend Dungeons and Dragons. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, and more there on the website, as well as down in the description below. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around. And of course, if you do enjoy the what you were hearing of Moriarty today, you can check out his Twitch account as well, because he does stream every now and then.
Every now and then.
But for now,
Man,
go ahead.
sorry. I need to finish streaming The Looker. We started streaming it, and we almost finished, and it's in such an awkward spot because I'm fairly certain like we're almost done, and like there's like 2% of the game left. But I had to stop because we had a D&D session.
But yeah, thank you for joining. I will be back in a little bit with something else. I'm still not sure what, but for now, I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye, guys.
He's in.
Yes.
You want to maybe do one round of Rock and Stone before I sleep?
Maybe.
I will stay up a little bit for Rock and Stone.